Yo, what up? Welcome to the Zero Series, the team podcast Zero Series. We're back at it again. On today's episode, I got Mark with me. Say what's up, Mark.
Hello, what's going on, people?
All right, so today we're going to talk about a bit of health, fitness, and then we're going to implement a little bit of a challenge for myself going into the new year. So, Christmas came up. Christmas is come and gone. A lot of people are like, they want to get back into the fitness and stuff like that. And for you guys, American listeners, you had Thanksgiving and you had Christmas that just passed. So obviously, I'm assuming in the fitness world, correct me if I'm not, Mark, January, February, probably your busiest time. That's probably when people want to get back into the fitness, right?
For the most part, a lot of people, quote unquote, let themselves go during the holiday season because they're like, they got to go to this dinner, they got to go to this family, they got to go to grandma and grandpa's house to go eat dinner, so they kind of just throw caution to the wind and just eat whatever, right? And
and it's new year, new me.
Yeah,
new year, new me.
That's
You're gonna
worst.
You're gonna hear that so many times in January.
That's the worst time of the year for people like me because you got everyone that's in the gym that doesn't know A from B, trying to work out now, and it lasts about a week.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, they fall off.
But this is the thing now. We don't want you just to last a week, people. I care about you people. I care about you kids out there. I care. I don't want it just to last a week. So that's why I got Mark in here to try and make this whole thing easier for everybody. Just a little bit of tips and stuff like that. Now again, correct me if I'm wrong, Mark. I think fitness starts in the kitchen. Would you agree with that?
100%. I used to be a cook for 15 years. Prior to becoming a personal trainer, so
you still are a cook. You still are a cook because you got the Lions Food going on too.
Yeah, Lions Fuel is still going on. My meal prep company.
Excuse me.
But it definitely holds a lot of weight. Like they say, the whole 80-20 rule. The gym's the easy part. If you know how to exercise, you know what to do in the gym. Then what you have to work on. And what everyone has to work on for the most part is the nutrition, right? Because people like to be social. They like to go out for drinks. They like to go out for dinners. They want to have date nights. So that's you trying to overcome those hurdles first and foremost, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. So I'm going to start at home first. So I'll just go from the home and maybe I'll go out, with the food. So at the home, are there any tips, anything that you, right off the bat, someone comes up to you goes, man, I'm a horrible eater, this and that, I want to start at home. Is there any kind of tips you say, hey, take this out of your diet, cut this out, try and trim back on this? Is there any one thing that you say to people, Mark, that you can give us just a strong tip, just anything? What would you say, cut this out or increase this?
It wouldn't necessarily be cut out. It would be to simplify it or reduce it, right? Mm-hmm. You want some sort of protein, some sort of food in your system first thing, because for people
now, would you recommend me eating steak every day?
No,
beef
not every
day.
Not beef or steak every day. Beef fine, steak not so much. Mm-hmm. The more ground form is acceptable, but say a 4 or 5 ounce piece of steak in the morning or every day is not necessarily the greatest, and that's just for we're looking at the average person that just goes to work, goes to the gym for 45 minutes, goes home, relaxes and watches TV, right? So,
now people. So, is it true that because most people tell you that breakfast is the most important meal of the day? You should start with a big breakfast. Do you subscribe to this theory? Do you tell other people to do this? What are your thoughts on that? As far as breakfast is concerned? It
holds truth because you want to wake the brain up. You want to raise your dopamine levels. So,
should it be another thing that people say? Should it be your biggest meal?
Not your biggest meal, but you want to kind of kickstart and wake up your metabolism, right?
So don't skip breakfast.
So don't skip breakfast. You want to get some sort of protein in the morning. If you're one of those people that is having a hard time being able to eat and actually digest food first thing in the morning, then what I suggest to some people is the alternative of having a protein shake.
Yeah.
A protein shake or a smoothie or something that still gets your protein, still gets your vegetables in to at least, like I said, kickstart your metabolism and get you going, right? Because for those people that don't eat in the mornings, Then they're not eating. If they're getting to work at 9, they're not eating until close to lunch, right? And then what do? You binge eat.
You snack, you go to the vending machine, you get some chips, you get some chocolate bars.
Yeah.
Just because you skip that one meal in a day. So protein shakes, you say, yeah, whatever. Blend your food. If you're going to be on a rush, blend your food. Would you recommend people to plan ahead with that, as far as breakfast is concerned, or just grab whatever they can?
No, make a plan. What you want to do is figure out whether it's, say, I want to have egg whites tomorrow, oatmeal the next day, and then I'll have a shake the next day. Then that's what you want to do, right? Because what you want to do is you'll set yourself up the night before so that if you sleep in or you wake up and you realize you have more to do or a meeting to get to, then you know, okay, well, I'll have my shake then because I gotta get to work ASAP, right?
Yep.
So at least you're still following suit and getting stuff into your system first thing in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Now, again, people, when you say you want to, new year, new me, you want to do all this stuff, it's hard. It's difficult. And you can probably attest to this too, Mark. Eating healthy, planning your meals is difficult. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Again, I believe if you have to plan out your meals, what would you say is a good time? 2 weeks in advance? 3 weeks in advance? Because you don't want to get into that trap where you go, I'm tired. I don't want to make my food now. I don't want to think about eating my food. And it happens to me all the time. I get home. I'm like, oh, I don't want to plan out my meals for the week. I don't want to do this. It's just so more easier for me to get on, to go to Uber Eats and just order food. So I think, and again, you tell me if I'm wrong, I think the planning part is most important if you want to get into this fitness and eating healthy and eating right.
To plan out, I tell people is don't overwhelm yourself. Mm-hmm. Don't try to shoot for the stars right away.
As far as the meals you're making.
Yeah, as far as the meals, and simplify it. If I know I'm going to have a hard time trying to do my meals for the whole week, then do it for, say, 2-3 days. So say, okay, I'm going to have...
Oh, so you're saying start off small.
Yeah, start off small. So if you know you get home early from work on a Wednesday or something like that, or a Thursday, then plan out your meals and what you want to cook and eat
for the next 3 days.
For the next 3 days, and then in between that time, a new idea might come in your head. You say, okay, I want to try this. And there you go. You have your ideas for the next 2 or 3 days going into your weekend or whatever it is. And then you kind of, as that happens, then you're going to create momentum, right? No different than if you're going to the gym. You're not going to come in and try to do a strongman competition. You're gonna slowly work out what you want, right?
Yeah, because I feel a lot of people, like you said, they shoot for the stars. It's like, I'm new year, new me. I'm gonna start cutting off everything right away. And you think they should just build up slowly to what they have to do.
So if you're gonna build up slowly, you're gonna tear down slowly as well, right? If you're one of those people that goes out, 4 times a week, guys, ladies, if you're drinking those 2-3 bottles of wine, and I tell most of my clients too, is like, I'm not gonna tell you to stop doing something. I'm gonna tell you to
maybe have one less glass.
Yeah, have it in moderation. So if I say for ladies, 2 glasses of wine. I don't care if you drink them both on ladies' night or you break those 2 full glasses into quarter glasses throughout the week, but nothing exceeding the two full glasses, right? So then you're still getting what you want. You're still being able to be social. You're still being able to live life and not be so strict. But, as time goes on and everything else starts to increase, you might just naturally now decrease the amount of something that's bad for you, because you know the result it has on your body.
Yeah.
Right?
For example, you're out, you like your coffee in the morning. Instead of having 2 sugars, maybe have 1. Stuff like that. As far as the diet is concerned, just trying to break up the genders, is there rules or even little, like one rule or something that women should follow, and then there's different rules that men should follow? Is there different, or you just tell people?
It's the only real thing I would say is just the protein, as far as how much protein. Obviously, a guy of your size or my size is going to probably require a lot more protein than a girl that's, 5'2" or 5'3", right?
Yeah.
They don't need that much to kind of get by. And you can see that by even just Googling health portions for men and women, depending on your age range. You're going to see that, I need a lot more. I have a lot more. If I have a lot more muscle than a girl that's my size, obviously I'm going to require more protein to actually function better, right?
So, So basically, Mark's tips for don't overwhelm yourself. Don't jump right in because you get a lot of people that's like, I'm just gonna be vegetarian for the new year, and they try to jump right into being a vegetarian, cutting out everything that they just did. Start slow. Maybe have 1 or 2 vegetarian meals a week. Increase it to 3. Increase it to 4.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Yeah.
You slowly, as you decrease one thing, you start integrating something else, and you kind of find that balance. And then, like I said, once you start creating, once you find a healthy balance between the both, then you might realize, okay, I don't need to be vegetarian. I can just have 1 or 2 vegetarian dishes in my day, and have smaller amounts of protein, right? And that's like one tip for just nutrition as well. It's a lot of it's going to be experimenting. A lot of it's going to be trying out something for a week and see how it fits your lifestyle, how it affects your mood or your energy levels. If it works, stick with it, and then you might increase it. If not, pull it out, try something else, right? It's always everything's going to be an experiment for a couple weeks.
Or simpler way you can do it is just contact you at Lions Fuel.
Yeah, Lions Fuel, you can contact me. I can answer questions as well. That always works, That's a quick plug there. Thank you.
All right, so let's get to the second side of that coin, the fitness part of it. Now, if you had to put in a percentage between eating and fitness, what would you say? 60-40 nutrition to fitness, 50-50, what would you say?
Well, the golden rule is 80-20. For people that are
80% eating and then
80% diet, 20% fitness. For people that are starting out, I'll probably still keep it at 80-20 because you might achieve more just by cleaning up your diet before you even get in the gym.
Yeah.
Because you might shed, 4 or 5 pounds before you actually still really get in the gym. Because some people just feel self-conscious about their body and say, I don't want to be that big person or that overweight person or out of shape person in the gym. But if I clean up my eating,
me.
If I shed a few pounds and I feel a little more confident that I've lost weight before I've even done anything, I can only imagine now once I start actually working out, I get that snowball rolling, right? I become that sexy beast.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be like me, like that fatty coming into the gym and everything.
Yeah, you don't want to be like this guy. ladies, if you see him, don't even look at him like that.
So getting to the gym, I'm just coming to the gym. New year, new me. I'm just coming to the gym. I want to start. Where would you recommend someone to start? Where would you say, hey, let's start these things. Let's do these exercises. Let's do this before we can get to that. Because most people just come in there, they see the 100-pound weight. I'm just gonna lift that. And they try and do that, or they try to do a chin up and they get discouraged because they can barely do 1, or they try to do a push up, they can barely do 2, and they get discouraged. What would you tell them? Hey, start off with this, and let's see where you go from there.
What I like to do, as far as being a personal trainer, is I like to assess my clients, and I like to make sure that they can do functional movements. So you can squat, you can lunge, you can bend, you can push relatively decent, you can pull. And those are like just a functional movement. So whether it's, like I said, it's just simple stuff that would be almost relative to everyday lifestyle.
Yeah.
And if you can't do those things properly, then that's what you want to focus on first and foremost, right? You want to be able to control your body and move your body how you should be able to, and not compromise that.
Yeah. So again, and for you guys listening, like you can do these things at home. Like you don't have to go to the gym. Like if you're just starting, like Mark's saying, like you can do a squat, you can do lunges, all that stuff you can do at home. You can start off at home as you're changing your diet, and you start off at home, see how you are, and then you can get in the gym. Cardio. How much cardio do you think someone should do regularly? As far as your exercising is concerned, I want to drop weight. I want to be a little slimmer. How important is the cardio aspect to it?
Cardio aspect plays a good role. It's going to help, obviously, with your conditioning. That's going to also contribute to us allowing to use our body fat as an energy source. So we'll shed some added pounds. You take your nutrition, your weight training, or your resistance training, whatever it is you do, plus your cardio. That's your trifecta right there, and that's going to help accelerate your metabolism. And like we talked about nutrition before, it's going to change your diet. You're going to realize that I can't eat pizza and go into the gym and do all this stuff because
Yeah.
I'm gonna burn out. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna make it. But that's gonna help. The cardio will help with burning a little bit more body fat, right?
Oh yeah.
And then you're gonna start to see the change. You'll have more endurance, which allows you to do more in the gym, and that's gonna help us to, in a sense, exhaust some energy that we have. That might attribute to us having a better sleep because now I'm physically and mentally tired from the day, right? So I'll have a better sound sleep, and then it results in, again, my body getting the rest it should, allowing my body to repair itself in its deepest part of its REM cycle, and it just everything starts to click on the same cylinder for the most part, right? And within, as long as you can have it and you start slow, a couple of weeks, you should start to notice something different. Your friends are going to start saying you might look a little slim in the face, or I've never seen, you look, how you've been working out, kind of stuff, right? You can just tell me, just doing a little thing here and there.
Are there different rules for men and women in the gym? Different exercises, different way they should train. Should they train? Is there hard set rules for either gender?
No, I don't. I find that there's no set rule. It depends on what you want to achieve in the gym, right? Whether you want to train or you just coming into the tone. Yeah. If most girls and most female clients that I get they just want to lose the body fat. They just kind of want to tone up. So you're not going to lift heavy. You're just going to lift moderately heavy or light, and you're just going to lift for volume. So you're going to lift for a lot of reps. Yeah. Whereas if I want to get stronger and bulkier, then I'm going to lift heavy and less reps and a lot more rest time in between.
Oh, yeah, for true. Because a lot of people want to see results right away, and you probably lose a lot of clients probably within the first month or something like that. If you follow all these rules, when should a person normally start seeing results? When do you tell people it's like, no, you have to do it for this amount of time before you actually start seeing results?
It'll take you at least, I primarily tell people, about 4, maybe 5 weeks. Some people
4 or 5 weeks. I thought you were gonna go into months.
No, to start seeing slight results.
Yeah.
To start noticing something different. Because obviously your first week is going to be your intro week. You're gonna go into the gym. Next day you're gonna wake up, you can't walk straight. Yeah. So then that's already your. Oh, I don't want to go back to the gym because it hurts. Well, that's you're putting your body through something it hasn't done before. It hasn't done in a long time. Yeah. So obviously things are gonna hurt. So your second week you kind of get adjusted a bit. Third week you're starting to fall into that rhythm, and then from there that's where you're gonna obviously pick up your intensity a bit because now things aren't how they were when you first began. And I tell a lot of my clients, I tell a lot of people too as well, is don't watch the number on the scale. Because I've presented it to a lot of my clients again, and I've said, what if I can keep you at the same weight, but your body fat and your appearance will change? None of them disagree. None of them, all of them are fine with it, because they'll say I weigh the same, but my clothes fit looser.
That scale's your enemy.
Yeah, the scales, it's visual, right? You always do it. And I tell people as well, another tip is to take a progress pic. Is to always take a pic first thing in the morning, say at the start of the month, or say every 2 weeks, and then compare it and look at, if I take one today, and 2 weeks from now, I'm going to take it again. And then 2 weeks from that, I'll take it again. But I'm going to compare the first and the third one, because I might not see that much changes, but if I stick with it, I'll definitely see changes from the first picture to the third picture. And then that's your visual motivation to say, okay, I'm on the right path now, so I can keep going.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna give you a little quiz here. I'm gonna pretend I'm a client. I'm gonna be a tough client, and then you just try and tell me what I should do. So I am a man that comes to you. Oh, Mark, man, I work 8 to 5. I work 8 to 9 every day, every 4 days a week. Let's say 5 days a week. I work 5 days a week. 8 to 5. I got kids to take care of. When I get home, I'm just tired. I have no time to do all this stuff. But I want to get into shape. What do you do? What do I do?
That goes on many different scales. You're gonna have to now. Well, I'll tell you straight to. Okay, let's look at your eating and Where we can make adjustments, we'll make adjustments there. Obviously, if this is something that you feel wholeheartedly about and your spouse supports it, then obviously there's some adjustments there as far as making time to say even twice a week just to start.
Mm-hmm.
Giving you a half hour at best.
That's all you need. Just half hour.
Half hour. And then stuff like that is, again, those same functional movements. I'll tell you, I want you to do these 5 exercises for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Take a 5-minute break, do it again.
Yeah.
You just spent 25 minutes doing something for some physical activity for 25 minutes with 5 minutes to spare. Mm-hmm. And like I said, we talked about earlier, stuff you can do at home. So you don't even have to leave the house to go to the gym. Say, I'm going to the basement. Give me a half hour. And from there, you're going to start to notice things. And if you notice them, your spouse is going to notice them. They might jump on the
support.
They might jump on the wagon as well, and they might try to allot time. And from there, you'll start to make sacrifices or adjustments in your lifestyle. So you say, well, I want to do more, and I want to be able to have more time. And you make those adjustments. I deal with a lot of clients that they work offset schedules. They're busy and they have a couple kids, but they try to make at least a half hour out of their day, right? Whether you slot it in the week or the weekends.
So it's like we said, starts with a diet first and foremost. Have to start with diet, because if you're not eating properly, and that's something everyone can do, it's just a matter of choices. When you go to the grocery store, don't buy those bags of Doritos. Put more vegetables on your plate, leaner meats and stuff like that. Easy things, choices we can make. That's first and foremost what you have to start with, people. And then after that, it's 30 minutes a day, if that. 30 minutes a day.
Yeah.
If that. And a third thing I'm going to tell people is surround your people with positivity. People that's going to reinforce you, to keep you going, to keep you motivated, to keep you going. A great recommendation, I say, follow Mark on Instagram. I don't know why I had a brain freeze there. Follow Mark on Instagram. Yeah, always putting up the quotes. Always telling people, get up and exercise. Always doing that.
Yeah, you can follow me it's Mark _call CALL_fit on Instagram. I also got my meal prep at Lions Fuel, Lions with a Z Fuel on Instagram as well. You can follow me there. You can see the meal prep. You can see what I do. I try to combine both of them to kind of make, I guess, a positive change and positive results, because even Kevin Hart said it best. When you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you do good things.
Yeah. All right. So with that, we're also going to throw out a bit of a challenge here for myself. So we're going to do, because I'm going to attempt to look even sexier than I am right now. And I'm going to give myself a whole, wait, I don't know why you're laughing. And I'm going to give myself a whole year to do it. So right now I am about 6'2", 6'3", 240 pounds, 25% body fat. Pretty sexy, ladies. Pretty sexy.
He's taking He's taking.
I'm taking though. So we're gonna try and get down to about 220. Mark says that's easy stuff. So we're gonna try and go down to 220. So what Mark is gonna do for me is he's going to design my meals, and also give me exercises. And I'm gonna put this up on social media, so people can see these things and can follow along. So it'll both be on his social media and my social media, so people can follow along, see the progress. I'm trying to get dark and sexy for the summer, 100% with those abs, killing it out there. So, what's one thing you're going to tell me, Mark, going into this? Quickly, just give the people like a rundown of what you think should happen here.
A quick rundown of what's going to happen is not a lot of sacrifices, but a lot of adjustments to lifestyle and fitness are going to be altered. I'm going to challenge you a bit more on your exercises to spark a new change and spark a different result. And the eating is going to be a lot cleaner, but still have leeway to, you work hard, you got to reward yourself once in a while, right? So if you'll have a cheat meal, you won't have a cheat day. Don't fall into that. You work hard, so you're going to eat like crap the whole day.
I feel people do that all the time. They just like, oh, it's my cheat day. And next thing you know, they eat a bunch of garbage for all day.
That's it. You don't want to.
It ruins everything.
That's the one thing you don't want to do, people, is don't give yourself a cheat day. You've worked hard for the last 6 days. Don't piss it all away by eating a box of donuts, a bucket of ice cream, a pizza, stack of pancakes, pizza. Don't reserve a meal, but put in work on it. Has to be on. I stress it. Put it on a day that you put in work in the gym, so you're rewarding yourself. You worked hard. You say, you know what, I'm gonna go an extra 10 minutes on the bike because I'm gonna go have a double cheeseburger with fries and extra gravy on the side. Right? You're gonna put in the work, so reward yourself for it. Don't just sit at home on your day and call it my cheat meal and then eat it and just sit there.
But for me, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Well, I know you like to run, so some running will be involved, but we're gonna challenge your running. We're not gonna keep you at just running. I want to challenge you on different styles of cardio.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you go through a phase of, of lifting heavier than what you're normally accustomed to. I'm gonna have you do a lot of volume training.
Bro, I lift it. That's a lot of weight, bro. I lift. You know that.
No, you don't lift. you lift. You don't lift heavy. There's a difference. But we're gonna challenge you as far as we're gonna push you beyond your limits. You're gonna be doing exercises that you've either had difficulties before in the past with doing, or some things you've never done before, and that's gonna start to spark a different change. And you're gonna see that throughout this year journey of trying to bring sexy back here. That
it's been too long since sexy's been up here. Far too long. I know there's the ladies out there right now saying, "What are you talking about? Sexy's been there." I'm like, not to its full potential.
The ladies that know, those ones in the past. We don't want to bring up no names. But they know what he's capable of,
So we're gonna put this all on social media. I'm trying to help out. I'm trying to help out myself. Plus, I'm trying to help out you guys. Follow me on Instagram. It's also gonna be on Team Podcast Instagram, and I want you guys to follow along. I want you guys to put your progress up. I want you guys to see what's going on, because it's not only gonna be exercises. It's gonna be meals too. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a whole year of this. So I'm not gonna let up as long as you guys don't let up. So that's it. So that was our little Zero series. That was our little fitness pod. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys get great for the new year. New year, me. And we're out.